Well, now, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how certain childhood lessons never really leave you? Like how you still hear your mother's voice when you're about to leave the house. Don't forget your keys. Or how you instinctively say thank you without even thinking about it. That, my friends, is the power of early training. Today, we're diving into one of the most quoted and most debated parenting verses in the Bible, Proverbs 22:6. Train children in the way they should go. When they grow old, they won't depart from it. Simple sentence, massive implications. Now, before we go imagining this verse as some kind of magical guarantee, like follow these 5 steps and voila, perfect adult, let's slow down. Wisdom literature, especially from the book of Proverbs, isn't about formulas, it's about patterns, traditionally attributed to Solomon. The book of Proverbs is filled with observations about how life tends to work. It's less of a contract and more of a compass. So, what does it actually mean to train a child? The Hebrew word used here carries the idea of dedication, direction, even inauguration. It's the same kind of word used when dedicating a building or starting something with intention. In other words, this isn't passive parenting. This isn't accidental influence. It's deliberate guidance. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't just toss the seed in the ground and hope for the best. You water it, you protect it, you straighten it if it starts leaning. The early years are like staking that young tree upright, because once the trunk thickens, it grows in the direction it was set. But here's something fascinating. Some scholars point out that the phrase in the way they should go can also imply according to their way, meaning in alignment with a child's natural bent. Now that changes things, doesn't it? This verse might not just be saying, force them into a mold. It could be saying, study them, understand them, guide them according to who they are. One child may be quiet and thoughtful, another bold and adventurous. Training them in the way they should go could mean nurturing their unique strengths while grounding them in wisdom, integrity, and faith. And let's be honest, training isn't glamorous. It's repetition. It's correction. It's modeling behavior when you're tired. It's apologizing when you mess up. Yes, training includes showing children how to handle mistakes by owning your own. Because here's the secret sauce, children learn more from what we do than what we say. You can lecture about kindness all day long, but if they see you snapping at the grocery clerk, guess which lesson sticks? The verse continues, when they grow old, they won't depart from it. Notice it doesn't say they won't wander. It doesn't say they won't question. It doesn't say they won't struggle. It says they won't depart. There's a difference. Imagine a compass needle. It may shake, it may spin during a storm, but if it's magnetized properly, it always finds north again. Training, in this sense, magnetizes the heart. Values rooted deeply in childhood, honesty, faith, perseverance, compassion, tend to resurface even after seasons of rebellion or distance. And that's both comforting and challenging because it means the little moments matter. The bedtime stories, the prayers whispered, the consistent boundaries, the family traditions, even the way conflict is resolved at the dinner table. All of it builds an internal framework. Now let's address something important. This proverb is wisdom, not a guarantee. Life is complex, free will is real. Every person ultimately chooses their path. This verse isn't meant to burden parents with guilt if their adult child makes difficult choices. Instead, it's an invitation to invest early, to be intentional, to recognize that influence compounds over time. In many ways, Proverbs 22:6 is less about controlling outcomes and more about shaping foundations. Think about the adults you admire most. Chances are, somewhere in their story, there was someone who trained them, a parent, grandparent, mentor, who modeled character consistently. That's the ripple effect of training. And here's the beautiful part, this principle isn't limited to biological parents. Teachers, coaches, guardians, older siblings, anyone entrusted with shaping young hearts, this wisdom applies. You don't need perfection. You need presence. You need consistency. You need intention. And perhaps above all, you need patience. Because training is slow work. It's invisible work. It's faith filled work. But over time, it echoes. So if you're in the thick of raising children, exhausted, uncertain, wondering if any of it is sticking, take heart. Seeds planted with intention rarely disappear. They grow quietly, they root deeply, and often years later they bloom when you least expect it. That's the promise wrapped inside Proverbs 22:6. Not instant results, but enduring impact. Train with purpose, guide with wisdom, lead with example, and trust that what you plant today may echo long after you're gone. Now tell me, what's one lesson from your childhood that still shapes you today? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this video encouraged you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more wisdom packed explorations, and share it with someone raising the next generation.